You might have to slide down some more though. You, like you see, bro, don't be shy. Alright, look at it. You in there good? Alright. Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us his truth and continually teach us his truth. And peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect that's laboring in this word and true sincerity. Lord willing, this could be an edifying count. And as you can see, we not out there right now on the highways and hedges because we got snow coming in, and they saying that it's supposed to get, we might get snowed in, but anyway, we here doing this, we doing count, in the crib right now. But I want to speak on with Apostle Rakar because he did a beautiful live, about this gospel being preached throughout the four corners, because, which matter of fact, one of y'all could get that in Matthew 24, where Yahweh said that this gospel going to be preached and then the end shall come, because we see that the end is being made manifest. Also, we could get that too in 2 Edges 9, I think it is. It say all have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. We could get that too, because, hey, we in the end, we in the end of this kingdom. Prophecy is getting ready to play out, on a big scale. You got Elon Musk. They about to start doing trials with the Neuralink. You of course, brothers know what's going on with Russia and the Ukraine. You got other countries, sending, soldiers and weaponry to the Ukraine. It came out that the CIA was training them in the Ukraine to kill Russians. So prophecy is playing out, and that's how we know that we're in the end, man. And Apostle Rakah, he shared on his live stream, you got GMS Nigeria, brothers in Nigeria teaching right now. So you got brothers everywhere, man, pushing this word. Which one of y'all can get that in Matthew first?
Matthew 24?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to start at start at 4 or 5.
Yeah, matter of fact, yeah, you're right. Let's start up. Yeah.
All right, it's 4. And it says, and Yahushua answered and said unto them,
matter of fact, Salakia, start at verse 3.
All right, this Matthew chapter 24, verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?
Yeah, because the disciples wanted to know, because Yahushua, he was always speaking about things that was going to happen in the future. He would say, the Son of Man shall come, with the angels, and then he shall sit on his throne. He would say, he gonna do this, he gonna do that, and he was speaking about the kingdom. So his disciples wanted to know, like, when are these things gonna happen? And that was the first question they posed to him when he was making his departure, is, will thou at this time restore the kingdom to Israel? You know, this is something that the disciples wanted to know, you know, but we know now, you know, that we're in the time of the kingdom being restored to Israel. You know, it's only a few major prophecies left, man. You have the Charagma, which once that gets pushed on a full scale, the war of Armageddon, you know, is going to play out. And Yahweh Shah is coming in the midst of the war of Armageddon. So we don't, man, we could be out of here, Lord willing, by the end of this year, man. You know? But you got it, bro.
All right, Khan. Verse 4. And Yahweh Shah answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you.
Yup, take heed that no man deceive you, because he getting ready to tell them how it's going to play out. You know? You got it, bro.
For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many.
Yup. You got a lot of guys, you know. Hey, you remember that one guy with the dreads? He had the staff.
Yeah, staff and shit.
Yeah, and he said, I am the son. He said the wrong name and everything. Talking about, I am the Messiah. You know, if you want to get to heaven, you got to go through me. You know, Yahweh Shah warned us of guys like that, man, and false leaders, you know, making this truth about them when, like brothers have been bringing out lately through the Spirit, this is all about Yahweh Shah, man. You know, exalting Yahweh Shah. All right? But a lot of guys, they want to try to make it seem like they the Messiah, like they the ones that's going to deliver us. All right, but you got it, bro.
All right, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Yeah, and that's happening right now. And like the brother Yawasop shared in the chat earlier, we in that time of wars and rumors of wars. You know, what's happening right now, you know, a lot of tension is going on out there, man, over the Ukraine. You know, Russia is pretty much in that Soviet Union spirit. You know, they trying to pretty much bring everything back to how it was during that time. You know, when you had tensions between the U.S. and Russia. And that's happening all over again, man. And like we were speaking on earlier, you know, it was an article that came out where I forget who it was, but they were saying Russia need to stay home. And Russia said, we are home. You know, the Lord is putting that spirit in these Russians, which they Edomites, you know, they going into slavery too, you know. But the Lord is going to have it to where it's going to be Esau versus Esau, man. And that's why Yahweh Shah made the statement of Satan be divided against himself, how shall his kingdom stand? Because they both, they Edomites, you know. But the Lord is having it to where Putin, you know, they have their own nuclear arsenal, you know, they got nuclear submarines and different weaponry to where they in that spirit of like, man, I ain't listening to nobody. You know, the U.S. keep threatening them with sanctions. You know, Biden said we gonna put sanctions on them that the world has never seen, and they don't give a fuck, man. You know, we in that time of, you know, wars and rumors of wars. You know, even North Korea was an article earlier where it say that they pretty much ain't taking shit from the U.S. no more. You know, and then that article you had sent, Dawada, who was it that say they was going partner up with Russia? Who was that?
Iran.
Yeah, Iran. You know, and for the longest they've been burning U.S. flags, man, chanting "Death to America." You know, so hey, everything, you know, the Lord is putting the spirit in the kings of the earth to prepare for the battle, man. Which we know the Charagma has to come first. All right, it has to be pushed on a global scale first. You know, the tensions that's going on right now, it's going to escalate into a full-blown war soon, but it ain't going to bring the downfall of Babylon the Great until that Charagma gets pushed on a heavy level, you know. But you got it, bro. Matter of fact, read that verse one more time, Papa Bashar. And you got 209, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of.
Matthew 24, verse 6.
Yep.
And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Yep.
See that ye be not troubled.
Mm-hmm.
For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not
yet.
yet.
So the end is not yet. You know, we're not, you know, the Lord ain't coming back tomorrow, you know, as much as we wish he would, you know. But as it's gonna say, you know, this is just the beginning. of the Lord bringing this man out of power. All right, but you got it, bro.
All right, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places.
Yeah, you having earthquakes every day, man. Hey, even out here in South Carolina, it was an article I seen yesterday. It was I forget the name of that city. It begin with an E. Somewhere out here, we having earthquakes out here on the regular, man. So it's earthquakes going on. We in that time of famine. All right, you got shortages happening. You got truckers going on strike. You got a lot of workers not coming in. Because people waking up that this shit is this whole American lifestyle is bullshit. You got a lot of people so called getting the what you call it, so they not able to go in. So we having supply and demand shortage, man. Which is gonna lead to a full blown famine. All right, so we having famines. It said earthquakes in diverse places, pestilence. It's gonna be more, diseases to come, man. Like Dawada, you said in the chat on how they were saying that, pretty much it's waste that's not being picked up in the country, and how you said how that leads to diseases. Uncleanness leads to diseases. You're gonna have more diseases, man. And it said nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom. The end game is going to be all the other nations going to turn on Babylon the Great, man. You know, Even the allies of Babylon going to turn on this place. All right, and it ain't going to be nothing that they could do to try and get out of it. Because the Lord is the author of this movie. All these people we see, Putin, Biden, all these guys, they just puppets of the Most High. All right. That's why it says in Joel, the Lord of hosts mustereth the battle. All right, the Lord of armies, man. He's the one that's orchestrating the war of Armageddon. Because, like I said, according to the scriptures, Yahweh Shai is coming in the midst of the war of Armageddon. Scriptures say, then shall appear the Son of Man coming with the powers of heaven with power and great glory, man. But you got it, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Verse 8. All these are the beginning of sorrow.
Yeah, so these are the beginning. All right, this is the beginning, of things turning up, man. And this is the year of the Lord turning up, and we see what's happening. Hey, we still in January, and you got all this tension going on. So imagine where we're gonna be at, in March, April. Things are starting to speed up, man. This Karagma is rolling out. They so-called doing tests on it. It was an article I shared in the chat where it said the EU is going to pretty much, put something in the law, dealing with microchips in February, man. And you got the U.S., they keep mentioning a digital dollar. It's a lot of articles coming out on the digital dollar, you know. So everything is about to transition, man, to the Karagma. All right. And while you got that happening, you got the war of Armageddon being orchestrated. But Yahweh Shah said, these are the beginning of sorrow. So everything that we're seeing right now, this is just the beginning, man. Because we still got Jacob's trouble. We still got, martial law. A man shall desire to go into a city and not be able. It's a lot of other things that's going to take place, man, before the Lord comes. It's going to be straight up, confusion out here, man. That's why Yahweh Shah made the statement, shall the Son of Man find faith on the earth, roughly paraphrasing. Because when he make his return, man, people going to be losing it, man. But jump to verse 14, brother Shah.
All right, verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world.
Yep.
For a witness unto all nations.
Yep.
And then shall the end come.
Yeah, and then shall the end come. So Yahushua said this gospel, this good news, is going to be preached. Read that one more time, Baba Kasha.
And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world.
In all the world. And you got brothers literally everywhere pushing this, man. In every major city, you got brothers out there teaching. You got brothers in London, the brother in Nigeria. You even got other, and brothers in Tanzania out there in Africa. The brother in Hawaii. You got brothers literally everywhere, man, pushing this word. And Yahushua said, once this gospel has been preached throughout all the world, then shall the end come. So we're seeing the end is coming, man, by the end prophecies, because these are the last major prophecies that's written in what? The last book of the Bible, the book of Revelation, you know. So the end is being made manifest because this gospel has been pushed throughout all the world. And it don't matter if you accept it or not, you know, if you accept this word or not, the Lord, everything he has written is going to play out, you know. And that also shows that the elect is sealed or, almost sealed, if not sealed already, because everything is getting ready to play out, man. All right. But you got it, that was it on that, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah. All right, you got it, Dawada.
This is second Ezra chapter 9 and verse 1.
Yep.
He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in yourself.
Yep.
And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before,
Yep.
then shalt thou understand that it's the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world.
Yeah, and that's the time that we in, where the highest is getting ready to visit the world which he made. And how is he gonna visit the world? Through great judgment. All right. The Lord is known by the judgment which he executes. All right. When he visits this place, man, it's gonna be a lot of death. All right. The scriptures say the dead shall be cast out as dung. It's gonna be a lot of dead bodies soon, man. When the Lord visits this place, when he brings great judgment, like it says in Ezekiel, the 9th chapter, the Lord told the angel, he said, don't come upon any man whom has the mark of exemption. But everybody else, old, young, maid, little children, kill them, slay them. You know, that's gonna happen in these last in these last days, man. Mm-hmm. You know, you're gonna have babies getting put to death, man. Toddlers getting put to death. Old men and women put to death. 15, 16-year-olds getting put to death. Because the Lord is only coming for the elect. If you ain't a part of the elect, then you're gonna die one way or another, man. And if you do escape everything that's coming, then you're gonna be missile food, man. You know? So, hey, we in that time of the Lord visiting this place, man, because the scriptures say what? Her wickedness have reached unto the heavens. All right? But you got it, bro.
Verse 3 says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world.
Which we having earthquakes and uproars of the people right now in Austria. They just made the whatchamacallit mandatory, man. And you got, thousands of people going into the streets protesting. You have people protesting all throughout the world, man. Fighting fighting against the government. Where was that at where the government pretty much ran away? What was that at? Kazakhstan? Yeah. You got uproars everywhere, man. And earthquakes everywhere. You got it, bro.
It says verse 4, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Because everything that's happening, man, this was spoken of thousands of years ago. The prophets thousands of years ago seen Babylon being destroyed. Isaiah spoke about the heavens rolled together as a scroll. He saw the nuclear destruction. Esdras saw the Lord return on what he described as a mountain. The prophets of old, they seen the destruction of Babylon the Great. All right, thousands of years ago, but it's manifesting physically now in the days that we in now. All right, you got it, bro.
Verse 5, it says, for like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end.
Yep, everything in the world has a beginning and an end. All right, every kingdom had a beginning and an end. The only kingdom that it was prophesied that wouldn't have an end is Yahweh's kingdom. When the angel Gabriel came to Mary and told her to name him Yahweh, it speaks about, I believe that's in Luke, the first chapter. It speaks about his kingdom shall have no end. But every other kingdom, the Roman Empire, the Babylonian kingdom, the Persian Mede Empire, all right, the Greeks, you know, even today, which this is the Roman Empire all over again. All right, this place had a beginning, and now we're in the end of this thing, man. You know, so that what? In Daniel the second chapter, it speaks about the son of the Most High kingdom being set up. You know, that stone that came and hit the statue. You know, that's the time that we in, man. You know, the time of this place going down, which Baba Kashai, you could get second Edges chapter 6, verse 9. You know, the time of this place going down and Yahweh Shah's kingdom being established on the earth. All right, you got it, bro.
Verse 5 again. Mm-hmm. But like as all that is made in the world have beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
Yep, the end is manifest. You know, we see that we in the end because prophecy is playing out, man. You know, we see that, you know, what's happening with the tensions between Russia, you know, them getting ready to invade the Ukraine, on how the U.S. is making threats against them, you know, with these sanctions. This is all biblical prophecy, man. You know, we know that Russia and the U.S. is going to go at it with each other, and it's going to end in a nuclear holocaust. You know, and we're seeing the charagma, you know, like I said earlier, you know, Elon Musk, his articles coming out where they beginning, you know, trials with the Neuralink, you know, and really it's people, you know, years ago it was a company called Three Square Market where they was putting charagmas in their employees. You know, this charagma been around, but they're getting ready to push it on a global scale, man. You know, because now you got Bill Gates and the World Health Organization, the chief of the World Health Organization talking about that there's going to be more prototypes, you know, the theme, you know, and what's his name? What's the old Edomite name?
Klaus Schwab?
No, at the World Health Organization. Dr. Fauci, he was saying that there's 5 phases to this whole thing that's happening right now. And he said we're in phase 1, you know. So, hey, the Lord about to put the spirit on them to turn up, man, you know, and go ahead and push this thing. All right. But you got it, bro.
It says, verse 6, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs.
Yeah. You can keep going.
Verse 7, it says, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed.
Yeah. You know, because, well, if you was the, matter of fact, read in this verse 2 with that.
Verse 8, it says, shall be preserved from the said perils and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning.
Because the Lord is only coming for the elect. You know, we know that we in that time it's getting ready to be a lot of death, man. All right. People we know, family members, you know, a lot of us, you know, our moms, dads, you know, brothers and sisters, hey, even, you know, children, man. You know, a lot of us gonna play that role of Lot. You know, a lot of our, you know, women we deal with, kids, they ain't gonna make it, man. You know, The only ones that's gonna make it are the ones that were ordained from the beginning to make it, which is the elect, the chosen ones, man. That's what it's all about in this time, man. The Lord ain't delivering all Israel like he did in Egypt, you know? And we can't be emotional about that. But brother put this on the comment board. Let me read this. This is Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 5. Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shah, and evil and only evil, behold, is come. And end is come. The end is come. It watch for thee, behold, it is come. Destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. Man, that's a powerful scripture, man. You know, but that's all that's coming is destruction. Peace is not coming, man. The scriptures say what? When they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them. Things ain't going back to so-called normal, man. It's not going back to 2017, man. You know, the Lord is getting ready to visit this place. He's already visiting this place. You got a lot of people getting taken out, man, like rap the news, man. And there's going to be more guys that the Lord is going to make examples with, man. It's going to be more guys that the Lord going to take out. And the scriptures say what? He's going to start at his house first. You know, so it's going to be more of you Israelites getting put to death, man. Because you rejected the word that came forth from the prophets, which is the word of Yahweh Shem Shah, but you rejected it. You know, you false prophets, you know, you guys that claim to be leaders, you claim to be men of the Lord, but you really not. The Lord is against you, man. You know, what you got, bro? I see you holding some precepts.
Oh yeah, I got a few.
Yeah, we could close that in 2 Edges 9. You know, we in the end of this thing, man. Esau is getting ready to go out. All right, and like Yahweh Shah said, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. It's gonna be quick, man. Things is gonna speed up even more. You see how fast, man? We already in January 21st. We about to be in February, man. You know, these days are going by quickly, man. You know, and the only thing, man, once they push that Karagma, man, like what, you know, I quoted, what Yahweh Shah said, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. This man gonna go out fast, man. Once they push that Karagma, and the spirit be on Apostle Tahar to always say that things gonna move lightning fast, man. We see the Lord is orchestrating the war of Armageddon as we speak. He's putting the all the right pieces in the right places, man. He's gathering all the pieces on the board to put Babylon in checkmate. All right. When you play chess, your goal is to put the king in checkmate. You put different pieces in different places. You strategize how you want to do it. And eventually, you know, you put the king in a situation to where the king can't go nowhere. That's what the Lord is doing to Babylon. He's putting this place in checkmate, man. You know, and, you know, once that Karama comes, hey, things going to speed up, man. It could be a matter of, man, a month, 2 months, and this place gonna be set on fire, man, by them missiles. And our Lord then came, man. You know, we don't got long, man. Around this time next year, we could be in the kingdom, man. That's how close we are, you know. But you got it, bro.
I got Habakkuk the 2nd chapter. Start at 1. It says, I will stand upon my watch, and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me.
And that's what we doing. You know, we standing upon our watch. Because in the ancient world, you had watchmen that would stand on the tower and they would watch to see if our enemies, you know, was coming to invade, man. You know, then you would have a trumpet that you would blow, you know, to sound the alarm, to let the people know that our enemies is coming. All right. But today, us standing upon our watch is us watching the news, different news outlets. You know, brothers got different news apps, you know, that we look at to keep up with what's going on in the world. All right. So that's us being on our watch, you know, watching for the prophecies. All right. Watching for, you know, articles on the Quran, articles on what Biden is pushing, you know, with these executive orders. All right. Watching what his response is, because they questioning him about what's happening with Russia and the Ukraine right now. and his pussy ass don't really want to speak on it.
Right.
You know, he want to avoid what they asking him. You know, but it's gonna get to a point where you ain't gonna be able to avoid it. It's gonna be all in your face, man. And that's the point we getting to, man.
Yeah,
you know?
and also just that parallel between the hopeful elect, right, and these damn dumbass peons in the world, man, is I know me personally, when you wake up, like the average person, or just even when we were in the world, when we would wake up, the first thing we would check is like social media and shit. What the fuck is going on with these celebrities? But hey, the spirit that the men of the Lord is in, when I wake up, I'm checking, I'm going through Sputnik News, Zero Hedge, RT News, Al Jazeera, the Crown News, checking the chat, we're seeing what brothers, checking the videos. We waiting for all hell to break loose. We would like to see, breaking news. This, like, and there was some news that came out today, which wasn't major news, but they tried to, they said that United States diplomats, they met with Russia today, right? Yeah. And nothing got done. They said that they were being honest with each other, but nothing got done. They're pushing this meeting off until next week, which basically, it made me think about the scripture where it says, the partisan heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. These Edomites, and once again, they're divided amongst each other, but these damn American Edomites in particular, they're so prideful. Nobody, if you ask the average person, nobody wants a war with Russia. All right, but it's basically a big dick measuring contest because they know they don't really have any business being over there. I was speaking with a brother last night on it. The reason why Russia's even doing what they're doing is because when NATO basically they did this treaty, I believe in the 70s or 80s, where they agreed not to expand eastward. They were supposed to stop with Western Europe. Ukraine is East Europe. So they're breaking their own guidelines there. And Russia has an issue with that. But if Russia was to do it, which they're doing it, now America and all these and the NATO countries have an issue with it. That's just that pride is fucking them over, man. Because they know that they're out of their jurisdiction dealing with Ukraine by aiding Ukraine, but they doing it anyway. But that's going back to what the brother mentioned, man. Hey, the Lord musters the host of battle, man. The Lord is making them do it.
The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. Exactly. It say he turneth his whithersoever he will. Exactly. The Lord is putting the spirit on them to say, fuck all them trees.
Right.
And Esau is known for breaking trees any damn way, man. This devil will create a whole damn peace tree and break it. Like they did with Gad, man. But yeah, the Lord is orchestrating this. So the common person that's, not in the truth, they'll look at it like how you just explained it, like, what the hell, they breaking everything. But it's because the Lord is putting it in their spirit. The scriptures say man's goings are of the Lord. How then can a man understand his own way? He's putting the spirit in them to cause this, man, because the Lord, his will is that Babylon the Great gets destroyed by thermonuclear destruction, man. That's what the Heavenly Father wants, and that's what he's going to make happen. He's going to make it happen. These devils been trying to offset and stop prophecy for the longest, man, but the scriptures say, who can resist his will? This is his will that, Gog and Magog, which is them Russians, come against this place, man. But you got it, bro. Bring that out and Habakkuk start at verse 1 again.
Verse 1 again, in Habakkuk chapter 2, it says, I will stand upon my watch, set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me.
Yeah, so we on that tower, man. Like the brother said, we always checking the news, man. You on your lunch break at work, you checking the news. All right? We always looking at these news apps, like the brother mentioned, looking in the chat, seeing what brother's sending, keeping each other updated. And there's so much happening, you can't even remember everything, man. It's articles coming out on the regular, man. It's so much going on, man. And we know that they getting ready to lock this bitch down again. Because right now, they saying out here in South Carolina, we breaking records with children going to the hospital because of, the thing, And they saying that within the last 7 days, we had over like 3 million. You brothers know what we talking about. We got talking code. So these numbers are so-called breaking records. So we know they getting ready to lock this bitch down, man. But you got it, bro.
But I got a precept for that too.
Huh.
Look that up. It says, verse 1 again, I was standing upon my watch and set me upon the tower and watched to see what he was saying to me and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables that he may run that readeth it.
Yep, and that's what we doing, man. We see what's written in the scriptures through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah, beginning with our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and we able to break it down. We're able to link it up with what's happening in the world right now. Christianity can't do that. That's why a lot of people is leaving Christianity. Apostle Tahar did that video. You lost one. Jakes is waking up that Christianity is a bunch of bullshit, man. It don't give you answers to anything. But you got it, bro.
It says, verse 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time.
Yeah, because the scriptures say, no man knoweth, not the angels of heaven, not even the Son of Man, but the Father only. But we've been given, the blueprint of what's going to happen that's going to lead up to the Lord's return. So we don't know an exact time. We can't say this day is when the Lord is going to come back. But we know that we're close based upon what's happening right now. You got it, bro.
Sorry. This is for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie.
And it's speaking now. Why? Because we're in the end. The end is being made manifest, like the brother brought out in 2 Ezra, the 9th chapter. So the vision is speaking. It's articles coming out about the Charagma now. You can't joke and laugh and scoff at it no more. But you still got guys doing it because of pride. But real soon, hey, your local neighbor gonna have it, man. And you ain't gonna be able to talk shit then. You ain't gonna be able to deny it then. But it's being put in your face now. A brother shared in the chat, which I had shared it in another chat, about the Charagma, man. Plenty of articles coming out about it now. Why? Because the vision is speaking. Chariots showing themselves more, man. Which got Esau afraid because he know that he one day in the near future, according as in the scriptures, it's prophecy, that he's going to fight against the angels, man. That he's going to fight against these angelic vehicles. So the vision is speaking. All right, you got it.
Yeah, I want to say this too about the guys that have that pride on them. They can't see that the chip is coming.
Right.
All right. Pretty much that pride is deceiving them.
Coming is here,
right?
man.
Because they pretty much know that it's real, but what they'll say because they love their life, but we need to eat. All right, that's their excuse.
Like the scriptures say, an evil man or a wicked man will make an excuse, to basically to sin.
Yeah.
But I was going back to what the brother Shakam was going into. Man, there's no coincidence that the same time they're putting in the public eye about Neuralink and these chips and whatnot, it's the same time that now the Federal Reserve is actually considering a digital dollar, putting things in motion. The EU is putting things in motion for a digital currency. China is already in motion of doing a digital currency, and then you have Russia. I was saying they're trying to ban all cryptocurrency. They're banning cryptocurrencies. Why? Probably because they're about to do a digital currency themselves. All these different countries, they're in one accord. Be not deceived. But they go, which means what? That they're very well soon are gonna crash this damn system, man. Everything everything. If it didn't feel like a rat race before, everything now just feels like it's just like, oh my goodness. Every day we go to work, it's the same shit. And even the elites know that, and they know people aren't falling for this bullshit. They matter of fact, I had put in the chat, they reenacted that mask mandate at my job, and they did it that one day, and I haven't worn a mask since, and nobody has said anything. Most of the people aren't walking around wearing masks. They don't care about it anymore. even the people that are jabbed up, so to speak. Everybody's sick of it, so Esau just gonna have to bring it. He's gonna have to drop it, man. And we've gone into before. One major thing that would make this damn economy crash on its fucking face would be an EMP, man. Which they could easily say because we have a conflict with Russia that Russia did it. A false flag or something.
And then have a draft too during that time.
I got Revelation 11. I'm gonna hit 13 and 14, and I want to say this real quick too. This what's wrong with the world today. They do everything. They appease, go by what the government said because it's a social norm. All right, so people go by the social norm because it's called being PC. But soon all that's gonna be thrown out the window, man, and that's when all out hell gonna break loose. Because these elites know that even though they go contrary against the Bible, they know there gotta be certain things in place to keep order. So when everybody start catching on that they lied to us, we getting stabbed and jabbed up, this mass mandate is bullshit. People gonna freak the F out, man.
Yeah, people used to believe in their government. All right, these Edomites, 30 years ago, man, you couldn't tell none of these motherfuckers that the system was corrupt, that things, this country was ran by elite bankers that don't give a damn about you, But now, especially like with that whole election and all that shit, even these Edomites, like the video that was actually a video that Elder Yashawamba had. Basically, he did a look. What's it called? A little post on it or whatever. But that's a guy, and he's questioning, members that are in Congress, and he's saying, yo, these people lied to us. So even Esau was like fed up with the shit, man. That's why the elites, they just gonna have to bring it, man.
Let's hit this real quick, Baba Kasha. This Revelation 11, starting at verse 13, and the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell. And in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000, and the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the God of heaven. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. So hey man, we already been through World War I and World War II, and World War II was a big bridge point, because around that time after that war, that's when that whole women rights came into place with women, because when the men went out to war, it was left to be mainly women here, and they had to transfer and go into the industrial system to work, all right, to cover for the men that went to battle, all right. So that opened up that was like the beginning of the end of Babylon, all right. So now we about to enter into this third woe, all right, and it's coming quickly, and it's gonna be men and women drafted to this war, all right. So hey, we already see it. It's constant articles coming out about implementing women in the draft. All right, so we already know we're on the verge of war, but you stupid Babylonians can't see that shit. Women still being harlots. All right, and there was a video, y'all remember that video some years back. The women that was in the army that was just there shaking their ass and all that, man. Hey, this army is weak, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. That's another thing that's pissing off a lot of these people that, especially like these so-called Republican Edomites. They're saying because while the rest of the world is getting their military prepared, all right, they're promoting this military to basically be like that whole alphabet shit, man. They're trying to be, what do they call it? Woke. They call it the woke movement or some shit like that, like the woke army or something. Basically they're trying to focus on this person that identifies as a man but it's really a woman. Us accepting them. They behind, man. They behind on the curve. But another thing I wanted to mention, this how we know this shit's about to come to a head quick. All right, because the brother mentioned that, hey, the third world coming quickly. You read Isaiah 9 and 5, going into what? This battle, all right, is going to be with burning and fuel of fire. Like that guy that be doing the reports on Russia and whatnot, he said, man, this is going to go nuclear quick. All right, the submarine that submarine that popped up on the U.S. coast, that the American news agencies didn't want to report on because they know it would scare the shit out of everybody. They pulled up on the coast, and the guy was going into what's on these damn submarines because the Russian military, they make it known what's on it. They have 10. Well, I think they had 10 missiles, and they carry a bunch of different warheads, and they can attack every single major part of the damn United States within minutes. They was right off the coast, So hey, like the brother mentioned, man, we know that the MOTV has to be fully implemented first, but it's gonna go nuclear quick, man.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be no they fighting no 5, 6, 7, 8
No.
years. No, it's gonna Lord gonna
Yeah.
make them push that damn button, man.
This gonna be the quickest war in history, man. Because everybody, you know, pretty much has nukes, and they want to use them, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Let the weak say I'm strong.
that you're right. And that's why even North Korea is talking about they about to start building up, you know, more nukes, man. They've been testing missiles again, you know, because the Lord is pouring His Spirit out there for these nations to get ready to nuke this place, because that's gonna be the end game. All right, everybody is gonna put warheads on ICBMs and shoot them over here, man. That's why China, you know, they had tested out their hypersonic missile, man, which they say flew around the earth, man, and it put fear in the U.S. You know, everybody is preparing for that day where the Lord is gonna put the Spirit on them to launch them missiles and, you know, with them warheads on them and burn this place up, man. That's the end game. That's what people call the end of the world, which it is the end of the world. It's the end of Esau's world.
Right.
All right, it's the end of his age, man. So everything is being orchestrated. You know, like I said earlier, the Lord is putting all the pieces in the right places, man, to destroy this place. All right. But what was we at? You got
So since you brought that up, I had that second Esdras, chapter 6.
oh yeah. Start at
Right.
verse
Started
7.
be a kind.
Yeah.
All right, this second Esdras chapter 6, verse 7. Then answered I and said, where shall be the parting asunder of the times?
Mm-hmm.
Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followed?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and it says, when shall be the parting asunder of the times? What's gonna be? Well, how we gonna know what's gonna divide the times, man?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you know.
Yeah.
You know, so we understanding what's dividing the times. We know that because it's gonna be a gap. All right, we know that E is going down, so that's a divide right there, and then the elect is gonna rule after that. You know, so we're understanding what's gonna be when we come into that time of that division.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
If I may add real quick, man, you gotta stop for a spiritual observation real quick. We just read in several. We read with Esdras, and that's the second time he inquired. The disciples, which later became apostles, they were worried about what the end of this place. Now what? If you look at all the Israelite congregations, what congregation are seeking the end, and what's talking about building new Nazareth or building a school here and building? That shows you that these different congregations are not aligning with the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, only the true brothers are actually worried about the end, which shows what the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets, man.
Because even in that same chapter, near the end, Ezra said, if the world was made for our sakes, why don't we possess an inheritance in it? The prophets always wanted the kingdom, man. Always wanted rest, you know. Always wanted, you know, liberty from bondage, man. While the majority of our people was always comfortable in bondage.
Yeah.
Just like today, man. Yep. Jake is comfortable here, man. You know, Jake cool with, you know, getting pennies, man, and trying to pursue a rap career. You know, Jake is comfortable with this shit, man.
Like they about to like IUIC about to throw that big ass Passover. You know, like that's the spirit they in, man. We going bigger and badder this year. What about seeking the end, man?
Jake too comfortable, man.
Because best believe the true men of the Lord, man, every year that passes by, that we have a Passover, we say, Lord willing, it's the last one. Yeah. And it's very solemn. It ain't really nothing to celebrate other than celebrating the end of this place. Yeah. All right, but it's very solemn because we're hoping that we're passed over, man.
Right.
We're hoping that we're able, like we read in second Esdras, what was it, 9? That we're able to escape by our faith and by works, whereby we believe. Yeah. You know, that's how we're gonna be able to escape. That's what we worried about. Yeah. We ain't worried about having no we're gonna turn up. You know, like them damn Sakari guys, they was up there with the damn strippers and shit. Yeah. That just shows you that hey man, them guys ain't right, man.
Yeah, Jake is too comfortable here, man. But the Lord is about to make you uncomfortable. All right, when the Lord visit this place, all you niggas that was in that folly spirit, you was in that turn up spirit, your mind is fully in this world. You gonna be done in that day, man. You gonna be seeking the men of the Lord, like the scriptures say. They shall run to and fro to hear the words of the Lord and shall not find it. That's all you people gonna be in that spirit of seeking the man of the Lord, of wanting answers, you know. But the answers was here, and you didn't choose to hearken to it for whatever reason, you know. And like the verse said, these other guys, they in that spirit of mirth, man. They're not in that spirit of sounding that alarm, letting their people know. Man, we in a time where it's about to be a lot of death, man. We ain't in that time to be turning up, to be jolly and merry in the spirit, man. We in that time to be begging Yahweh Shemal Shah for mercy, man, because we gonna need mercy in the times we coming into, you know. But you gotta go.
All right, I'm starting verse 7 again. All right, second Ezra chapter 6, verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that follow?
Mm-hmm.
And
When
he
shall
said,
be the
you got it.
when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that follows? So again, he's asking the angel, when is the end gonna come? That was always, like the brother Dawud just said, something that was asked, man. Like I mentioned earlier, that was the first question they asked Yahweh when he was making his departure, when he was beamed up into a chariot. You know, will thou at this time restore the kingdom to Israel? All right. That's what we want. We want the kingdom, man. You know? But you got it, bro.
And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
Yeah. Because that was all symbolic, man. You know, it when you go all the way back to that time when Rebecca inquired of the Lord, why were they fighting in her womb? It was told unto her, you know, one people shall be stronger than the other, and the elder shall serve the younger. Esau came out first, and Jacob held his heel, which represented that Jacob is going to bring down Esau. That's why Yahweh, one of his titles is the conquering lion of the tribe of Judah, because he's coming to conquer this man. All right, he's coming to bring him down, man. All right, and enslave him. Esau going right, man. Once Yahweh come back, gather his elect, Esau going right into slavery, man. You know, so the angel referenced that because that was all symbolic, the way that happened. You know, they were fighting all the way till they got out the womb. You know, Esau got out and Jacob was still holding on to his ass, man. You know, but you got it.
All right. Verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Yeah, so when this man go down, we come up. That's why we desire this man to go down. We desire his system to crash. We desire this man to go ahead and push his agenda, man. Because the scriptures say the Lord gonna rain it upon him while he is eating, man. Right when this devil feel like he established what he's been wanting to do, the Lord gonna come back and crash the party, man. You know, and these proud devils, they actually think that they're gonna achieve all their heart's desire. They actually think that they gonna beat the Lord, man. That's how proud they are, man. You know, but it's a Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. All right, and end of the world meaning the end of an age, the end of his rulership, and it's not going to be the earth exploding. You know, the scriptures say the earth, you know, abideth forever. All right, and that's how you know that a higher power is going to have to be in control, because the nuclear capabilities that they got, man, if the Most High wasn't in control, man, they probably would destroy the earth, but the Lord, he's going to, be within these missiles, you know, and make sure, like it says in, what's that, Joel say, none of them shall thrust through,
Yeah, break their
none of
ranks.
them shall break their ranks. So all of these missiles, they ain't going to malfunction. They not going to blow up into each other in midair, hit each other in midair. They all going to come and hit their target, man. Scriptures speak about the sun shall not give her light, the stars shall be blocked out, you know, the stars of heaven fall to the earth, you know. That's why the scriptures say the day of the Lord is darkness and not light. It's literally gonna be darkness, but also, parabolic is gonna be a terrible day, man. But those missiles, they gonna block out everything, man. Just like they showed, I think it's in that movie 300, when they shot all the arrows and it blocked out the sun, made it look like it was nighttime. Them missiles gonna block out everything, man. And the scriptures say, like the brother brought out, 10th part of the city fell. This whole landmass gonna be burnt up, man. All the way out here from the east coast all the way to the west coast. Every part of this land gonna be on fire, man.
From sea to shining sea, like they say in that song, man.
Ain't gonna be one spot untouched. We ain't gonna fly by this place in the kingdom, when the smoke clear up, which is gonna take a long time for the smoke to clear up. The apostles brought out when 9/11 happened, it took months for the smoke to clear up. So imagine when these nuclear bombs hit. But when it clear up, you ain't gonna see the Statue of Liberty and be like, oh shit, that's what New York was. Nah, everything here gonna be sand. It's gonna be the biggest desert on the planet. All right.
Yeah, I got a precept. This is Luke chapter 21, verse 29. It says, and he spake to them a parable. Behold, the fig tree and all the trees.
Mm-hmm.
When they now shoot forth, you see and know of yourselves that summer is now nigh at hand.
Mm-hmm.
So likewise, ye, when ye see these things come to pass, know ye that the kingdom of the Most High is nigh at hand.
Yep.
Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all be fulfilled.
And this is that generation all over again. Reincarnation is biblical. If you don't understand reincarnation, then you don't understand the scriptures, man. Everything that Yahushua was saying, he was talking about in the time that we in now. All right? Because the scriptures say while the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. Who's the bridegroom? Yahushua. And when they say y'all slumbered and slept, we had to die and come back through reincarnation to get back to the point where we at now. Now we're in that time of all of these things being fulfilled. All right, this is the Roman Empire all over again. This is the deadly wound that was healed. All right, so we're in that generation that Yahushua was speaking on. All right, and when he made that statement, there be some of you standing here, which shall not taste of death till you see the kingdom. He was talking about in the time we in now, because we all died during that time, man. All the apostles died. Apostle Paul died, but the men of the Lord are here today, waiting on the return of Yahushua, the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, and He's coming to conquer the earth, man. What belongs to Him, because the Heavenly Father gave everything to Yahushua. This is Yahushua's planet, man. The Heavenly Father gave him, everything, man. And that's why you guys that deny Yahushua, like Apostle Gabar, he made that beautiful point. The reason why you deny him is because you're none of his. Yahushua is coming to gather his elect, which were given to him by the Father. And if you deny him, then you're not one of his, man. And he ain't coming to save you. And that's why a lot of you niggas, when he come back and them missiles is coming and you seeing the great and terrible day of the Lord, you gonna be screaming, Yahushua, save us. And your ass gonna get left, man. Like I say, verily I know you not. You gonna see your elect beamed up. That's gonna be terrible, man. You seeing the men of the Lord beamed up, and then you see the chariots depart out of the atmosphere, and you still here. That's why you gotta fear, man. You gotta fear Yahweh Shai, man. Because we don't know if we the elect until we out of here and we in those new bodies. Then you could take a breather. Then you could say, whew, it's over, I made it. But right now, man, you can't get proud. You know, you can't boast in your works, boast in what knowledge you got, boast in, whatever, the Lord gave you, man, because hey, it could be taken away from you, you know. That's why, man, we gotta, that's why Yahweh Shah said, man, that which you have, hold fast till I come, man. And Lord willing, we remain, until the end. But you got it, bro.
Verse
Kind of
33.
sway.
It says, heaven and earth shall pass away,
Yup.
but my word shall not pass away. And that just proves how powerful the words of Yahweh Shai is. Like the brother mentioned, the scriptures say that the earth abideth forever. All right, so he's not saying that basically the heaven and earth is going to pass away. He's saying, hey, this is how strong my word is. All right, that heaven and earth will pass away before my word isn't fulfilled, so to speak, man. All right, because this is all according to the will of the Heavenly Father. The Lord said His words did not go out void. Right, verse 34 it says, and take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that they come upon you unawares.
Yup, man, yup. Because that's going to happen to guys that, like he said, cares of this life. A lot of guys, they love the world, man. That's why you have, Yahweh Shai, even in that parable where he spoke about the sower, he say that these be they that endure for a little while, but because of the affairs of this world fall away. You gotta hate this world, man. If you love Babylon, then that means you hate the Lord. You can't serve two masters, man. You either love the Lord and hate this place, or you love this place and hate the Lord. And he was putting them on game, man. He was like, look, take heed to what I'm saying. But you got it, bro.
I'll read it again, verse 34.
Yeah, read that again.
It says, and take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that days come upon you unawares.
Yeah, a lot of guys, man, that day gonna come upon them unaware because they fell out and they back in the world and they just in the world, man. They don't know what time we in. They don't know what's happening. They not checking the news. They just, somewhere with, whatever the fuck they doing, man, in the world, getting tattoos, smoking blunts, planning what the hell they gonna do, in the future, man. Trying to establish something here.
It's like that boiling frog shit, man. They say when you cook a frog or something like that, they was talking about how if you slowly turn it up or whatever, that the frog won't know that it's fucking boiling until it's too late. And that's the same thing with with the 2/3, man. They're not gonna know they on fire until it's too late, man.
When that time come, man, and that's gonna be terrible, man. So these niggas that fell out, they don't got no faith. They don't think the Lord coming. They don't think that this place gonna go down. They looking at it like, yeah, I was in a cohort, whatever. How they look at it, man. Yeah. They just don't believe.
Hey, like the elder said, man, they don't believe at all, because if they did believe even somewhat and they fell out the truth, they would leave the country.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. But the Lord, that show you, man, and that's gonna be a complete snare into them, because the Lord making them stay right where they at.
Yeah.
They think they want to be African, so man, you would think they would go to Africa or shit until the missiles drop. You just get zapped by a chair. No, they gonna be right here, man.
Yeah, the Lord it say in 2 Peter, the Lord know how to reserve the unjust until the day of judgment to be punished, man. Mm-hmm. The Lord keeping your black ass here so he could burn you, man.
Right.
Right. Because, hey, man, like what Yahweh just said, that day come upon you unawares, man. That's why the scriptures say, blessed is he whom when his Lord cometh, blessed is that servant whom his Lord cometh shall find so doing, man. But the scriptures speak about the guy that say within his heart, my Lord, the live is coming. And he pretty much go into the world, say there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth, man.
Yeah, it says there's going to be a lot of his portion with the unbelievers, man.
Yup.
Like in the scripts going there, it goes into the unbelievers, right? The effeminate, the idolaters, the adulterers. You're gonna be thrown in with all these damn sinners, man, because of your unbelief. That's, man, you don't want to be a part of that, man. You don't like the scripture, like it says in that same chapter, for to whom much is given, much is required, man. So you knew, you knew.
Yeah, Matthew chapter 24, verse 42.
I got a little bit on this.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, it's a little bit more on this. Verse 35, it says, for as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth.
Man.
Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass,
yeah, man,
and to stand before the Son of Man.
Yeah, man, because when that time comes, it ain't no, it's you got to deal with it, man. Because a lot of guys, when that time comes, they gonna be like, man, I should have stayed. I should have, man, I should have, could have, would have. You know, gonna be in that spirit of I should have did this, I should have did that. It's gonna be too late. That's why you gotta do it now, man. You gotta do it now, man. You know, and so that, like what it said, that you be accounted worthy to stand before the Son of Man. That you stand before the Son of Man, which is Yahushua, and he's putting crowns on all those that overcame, man. You know, hey, like it says in Revelation, the 22nd chapter, behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me to give every man according as his work shall be. Yahushua is coming to bring a reward to those that endured into the end and kept the faith, man. And because we come into a time where a lot of guys that claim they got faith, they gonna fold, man. It's about to get real physical out here, man. Brothers about to get locked up, persecuted, demonized, your face everywhere. You looked at as a terrorist. You know, Esau ain't fucking playing, man. He know that his end is here. That's why he got these gas chambers, these guillotines, these FEMA camps. And his target gonna be the guys that were on YouTube making these videos, man. And he don't give a damn what camp you in. So our faith is getting ready to be tested on the highest level, man. And we, that's why Yahushua made that statement. He that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved, man. But was that it on that? All right, you got it, bro.
I want to say this, man. That's how you know history repeats itself.
Mm-hmm.
So what this devil doing? What he doing is not as better as Hitler. Whether brothers, we even skeptical if that even really happened, because they use that as an excuse. With the 1948ers going there and take the land of Israel. All right, so hey, man, this devil, man, hey, his main thing, he put all these snares for these people, but when it don't go the way he wants to, what he gonna do? He gonna blame the people and start killing them by the masses, man. All right, but let me get Matthew 24.
Yeah.
All right, this is Matthew chapter 24, verse 42, and it says, "Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth come."
Yeah, man. That's why going back to what the brother brought out in Habakkuk, we gotta watch. We gotta be in the news, man.
Speaking of news, Salaki, but I don't mean to cut you off. But check this out. It said this was on Zero Hedge. They just posted this. It says Bank of America, if the NASDAQ closes before 14,000, all hell breaks loose. Man, they through the spirit, they about to crash these damn stock markets.
And the Dow just dropped 300 points.
Hot damn. This is what Bank of America saying.
So yeah, and it was something else that came out the other day. A stock market expert predicted that the stock market gonna crash real soon, man. Dang. So hey, man, everything about to play out. That's why we gotta be on our watch, because we don't know the day when the Lord is coming. But we know that it's near based upon the prophecies. Yahushua didn't leave us with nothing. He didn't, we don't know what to look for, when he come in. He told us the things that was going to be happening on the earth that's going to lead to his return, man. So you got to go.
All right, 43. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up.
Yeah, because if a thief come in your house and all your shit gone, you like, damn, you know. But if you knew, okay, somebody put you on game, yo, such and such trying to break in your house at this time, what you gonna be doing? You gonna be watching, man. You gonna be aware, you know. So we gotta be aware at what's happening, man. We gotta be aware of what's going on in the world, man. And ultimately, that's what keeps your faith high too. Knowing, okay, oh shit, this is happening, this is happening. Then you see that we in the end. Because if you're not watching, then you're gonna be like, damn, is anything happening? You know, are we gonna get out of here? You know, then you're gonna start to doubt, man. You know, that's another reason why we gotta watch, because it keep you fervent in the spirit. You know, but you got it, bro.
All right. Verse 44. Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as you think not, the Son of Man comes.
Yeah, so he coming, man. He gonna catch the world off guard, man. It's gonna be, man, that's gonna be a terrible moment, man, because we don't know exactly how it's gonna be, you know, but we know he's coming in the midst of the war of Armageddon, man. Because he's gonna have to deliver his elect from those missiles. You know, so, you know, all these missiles gonna be launched off. Motherfuckers gonna be losing their mind, just like in Hawaii when everybody got that emergency text saying a missile was coming. Motherfuckers hiding in sewers and shit. Motherfuckers gonna lose their mind when they hear all these countries launch their shit, man. You know, and then shall appear the Son of Man. You know, and motherfuckers gonna lose it, man. You gonna see, you know, the scriptures speak about the trumpet shall sound because the king is here. So you're gonna have trumpets, you know, and you're gonna even it was a brother that had a vision. He said it was a loud trumpet that was blowing when he saw the return of the Lord, man. So everybody gonna hear it. They're gonna look up. You're gonna see a big ass ship, man. Like Ezra described it as a mountain. And it say that when he looked down, it say all that were seen under him were afraid, man. People gonna be having, like scripture say, men's hearts fell in them for fear, man. The scripture say, man, the great and terrible day of the Lord. People gonna literally drop dead from heart attacks, man. It's gonna be a terrible day. Esdras was so afraid, it say that he got sick through fear. Imagine that, you so scared that you sick. Damn. You people ain't never experienced fear before, man. But the Lord is about to bring nothing but fear to you. You know, but you got it, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Verse 45. Who then is faithful and wise servant? Oh, so like it. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord have made ruler over his household to give them meat in due season.
Because that's what Yahweh Shah is going to reward his servants with, man. He's going to give them a portion of his kingdom, man. Because this is Yahweh Shah's kingdom. All right? It's all about Yahweh Shah, man. It's not about none of you guys that's trying to make yourself on a high level. All right? It's all about the Son of the Heavenly Father. This is his kingdom. This is his throne. But those that overcome and endure, he's going to give them a portion of his kingdom. You know? He said that he was going to prepare a place for us, man. Lord willing, you know, we those men. But you got it, bro.
All right, come on. Verse 46. Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing.
Yeah, blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing, man. You know, you kept the faith, you believe, you didn't submit to this beast system. You're gonna be blessed. Because a lot of guys gonna submit and to this beast system, they gonna get the charagma. They just gonna fold, man. When Esau pulled them guns out, these robots out, and he got a big ass M16, or it might be a laser gun. No telling what type of shit Esau gonna bring out, man. It might be a big ass microwave gun, and he got it put on your son head, and he like, look, if you don't take it, we gonna do this, and that. And if you ain't got no faith, a lot of guys they gonna be like, fuck it, let's take it. But that's why, man, we gotta keep, Lord willing, of course, keep the faith no matter what. Because you could be in that situation and the Lord give you the power then and there. Or have an angel appear and deliver you, man. It's all about faith, man. But going back to that, blessed that servant, man. That kept the faith, that didn't fold. You gonna be crowned from Yahweh Shah himself. And hey, man, nothing in this world can come even close to that. But you got it, bro.
Verse 47. Verily I say unto you, that he shall make him ruler over all his goods.
Yeah, he's gonna give you a portion of his kingdom, man. Because once again, this is his kingdom. All right, you got it, bro.
But and if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming.
That's guys that lose the faith. The Lord ain't coming. He ain't coming. That's what happened to guys, when they fall out. They just don't believe, man. You got it, bro.
And shall begin to smite his fellow servants, and to eat and drink with the drunken.
Man, you pretty much in the world, man. You full blown in the world, man.
Damn, unclean spirits jumping.
Yup, and you bugged out. And that happened to man, the guy that was, used to be in the camp, man. When he fell out, he got on even worse drugs than what he was doing before he came into the truth. So that's real,
Mm-hmm.
We found out he was taking pills and, man, hanging out with he best friends with sodomite crackheads. Hey, that happened to guys that fall out, man. That's why, man, cause hey, it's only two ways out, either salvation or death. And we hope that our way out is through the chariots, Lord willing.
And it said, and shall begin to smite his fellow servants. So the very brothers you was fellowshipping with, you begin to smite them. Say that, they're false prophets. Your goal is to try to kick other brothers out the truth, because you lost the faith. You become butthurt, man. All right, you get that envious demon on you, where you be like, because I fell out, I'm trying to bring you right along with me. That's that very mentality that plagued the Israelite community. All right, you don't want to see nobody come up and do better for themselves. You want people to be on your level. All right, but we know in this truth, everybody's not going to be on the same level. All right, you're going to go along to the portion of faith that the Lord bestowed unto you.
Yeah, because right? You a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You want everybody else to be a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Because you see the Lord ain't with you. You fell out and you hating on guys because they still got the spirit to serve Yahweh Shah. And that's like what you said. That's all it is. They be hating, man. Because they ain't got the spirit to do it.
That's why the scriptures also say, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, because there's been entire camps falling out because they're following the nigga that got this grunt. That started creating doctrines against the apostles and whatnot, and just doing their own thing. Like what's that camp? Shot trying to refine. Man. Ain't none of them niggas out doing the work no more.
Right. The head don't go out and none of them go out.
Folky, they be taking breaks and shit, man.
Folky fell out like 3 times. How the hell you fall out like 3 times, man?
But you got it, bro. All right, verse 50. The Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour that he is not aware of.
Yeah, because your mind ain't going to be, the Lord is coming. Your mind going to be, you know, especially when they push that charagma, hey, you gonna accept it. You're gonna be like, oh shit, this technology is cool. That's the spirit that's gonna be on you, man.
All on the metaverse and shit.
You know, all in the metaverse, you're gonna be fully in that shit, man.
Metaverse prophet.
Not thinking,
Oh, shit.
you ain't gonna be thinking, oh shit, this is Revelation 13 coming to pass. That means the Lord is coming. You ain't gonna be in that mentality, you know. But the men of the Lord, the true men of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, gonna be in that spirit when they push this thing. Oh, we almost out of here. You know, this is, hey, you know, the war of Armageddon. You know, when it fully get popping off, we almost out of here. You know, our Lord is coming. All right, any moment, any day, he gonna be here. You know, because during that time, it's gonna be the famine of the word. We ain't gonna be teaching. When they pushing the Quran heavy and we in full blown war, we ain't gonna be out there still teaching like, yeah, this is happening. This is Revelation 13. Yeah, we in full blown war. You know, breaking down the missiles. Man, we ain't gonna be doing none of that, man. You know, so if you ain't got the cheat code, if you ain't got the answers of what's going on, then you just gonna be through.
Yeah, and it's just like these certain camps, man. You know, they believe, they really in the mindset of going right along with the NWO without even knowing it. They really think that he gonna allow them to keep on going on the byways and the highways and to teach what all this going on. They think when the metaverse and everything get installed, they still, you know, like I said, they're gonna be metaverse prophets. They think that's what they're gonna be. Nah, Esau gonna shut this out. All right, they already taking away free speech. You can't even say certain shit. Even these Twitch streamers, they gotta speak in codes and certain things. They can't say the R word. All right, we can't even say certain things like that on YouTube. But you know, they let us get away with certain things because we're not, you know, trying to fight and keep our channel up. Like we don't really give a damn if they take our channel down or not. So we just censor on certain things concerning the Karagma, all right, and this thing going on. But when it comes to the real nitty gritty of things, hey man, we free to say those things. But when they attack us, and we already can't get on these women. But when we can't say the R word, all right, when we can't say, you know, that the judgments that's coming, that's gonna fall in this place, then you're gonna know that, hey man, you know, we pretty much can't say nothing on this platform no more, and that famine of the word is here.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, there's little different spats of time where it seems like everything we put up is getting taken down, but then sometimes it's like they let you ride.
Yeah.
They listening too. They're trying to figure out, because Satan is only giving them so much counsel anyway. They're trying to figure out, all right, what's about to happen next. Either they'll do something, and then they'll probably go and listen to what the prophets are saying. Oh, linking this to this, and this might happen if this happens, and they might go like, okay. Well, they're trying to avoid prophecy, but they end up falling right into it.
Yeah.
You know, but they're listening too. That's why a lot of times that's why we still up now. You know, Esau does want us off the internet, but hey, they know that what we're saying is the truth, man. They know.
That's why they want it all. And that's why it's gonna come to a time where they're gonna outlaw the Bible, man. And that's in the NWO. You know, brother shared the screenshot. I believe that's in a book or something. Part of their NWO is to get rid of the Bible, get rid of all religions. They want you to worship them like their God, like they are the Heavenly Father. That's the kind of power that they want over people. They want to be worshipped as they are the Most High themselves. So it's gonna come a time where, you know, we're gonna be heavily demonized and persecuted, and anybody that claims to be a Hebrew Israelite, you're going to be wanted, man. You know, you're going to be wanted and labeled as a terrorist. And they already building that up, because with that incident that took place in Texas, they're saying that there was a terrorist attack against the Jewish community. So we already know Esau building that case, man. You know, it's gonna be more so-called terrorist attacks, and soon they're gonna link it to us, man. And every time they show a terrorist, it's always a guy that they put that image of an Israelite, you know, a dark skinned man with a big beard, you know, he ain't got no lineups, you know, rough looking, because that's how they want people to view us, man. And it's gonna get to that point, man. You know, brothers gonna have. I remember my demon. She had a dream. You know that men that claim to be, men that's in the truth. You know, Esau is gonna put money on their head, man. You know, Esau is gonna make it to where the world literally is gonna be against us, man. You know, but you got it, bro. Salaki.
All right. Verse 51. And shall cut him asunder and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites.
Mm-hmm.
There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
Yeah, man. You know, the guy that pretty much didn't keep the faith until the end, you know, is gonna be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Because he gonna, hey, I was gonna be like, verily I know you not. You know, and that's a terrible thing, man. You know? But you can read it in this verse.
Verse 25?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, chapter 25?
Oh, that was the last verse?
Yeah, that was the end of the chapter.
Oh, Khan, Salakia. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Salakia. All right. You had something to order?
All right, I got it quick. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 39, and verse 1. It says, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof will seek out all the wisdom will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecies. You know, and that's just, that's the whole gist, man. You know, that's the parallel. You either, basically saying in your heart, the Lord delays his coming, all right, because you're not watching. Like the scripture say, be sober, be vigilant. You know, and that's going into being sober minded, man. You got to keep your eye, keep that eye single. You know, you got to keep your eye on the prize, man. Keeping your focus on the kingdom and what's being basically put in motion so that we can get to that point. All right, instead of worrying about what's going on in the earth, because all this shit is temporary. All this shit is going to be burned up, man. So you can't be worried about this, But reading this, hey, you gotta be occupied in prophecies, man. All right, that we live, we eat, sleep, and breathe, prophecy, man. That's what gets us excited. We don't get scared when we hear about, the FEMA camps is coming. All right, the MOTB, we don't think about, how I'm gonna feed my family. Make it, man. Those are like the script say, let go of these mortal thoughts, man. That's bullshit, man. Mm-hmm. You worried about what I want to keep my job. I've been here all these years. What about paying my rent? Man, what about the kingdom? What about everlasting life? What about salvation from this fucking shithole, man? Because America's a shithole. And like the brother, man, if you like America, man, something is really wrong with you. This is the land of our captivity, where you go and you got to answer to these devils, man. They talking all down on you. The women all out of order. They can say whatever the fuck they want to you. You don't want to get out of that, So what should your mind be? Like you read in 2 Peter the 3rd chapter, seeing that all these things shall be dissolved. What manner of persons ought you to be in all holy conversation and godliness, man? What should you be focused on, man? We supposed to be all in. Tapped in. We tapped into the spirit, man. Because the spirit of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. And once again, a lot of you guys are showing that you ain't got the spirit of Yahweh Shai rested upon you, man. Because you ain't worried about prophecy,
And I got a scripture right here. This Luke 8 and chapter 10. And he said, unto you it is given to know the mysteries of the kingdom of the Most High, but to others in parables, that seeing they might not see, and hearing they might not understand. All right, so it was given to the elect. All right, and this is going into this chapter is about the parable of the sower, man. You know what it says right here, verse 11. Now the parable is this: the seed is the word of the Most High. So the Lord planted that seed into the elect. All right, so the elect is that righteous seed. All right, but you got some seed that didn't bear the nutrients, the growth in this thing that you're supposed to have. You know, they were stunted plants. All right, so they reached a certain level, but they reached their highest requirement. All right. So verse 12 it says, "Those by the wayside are they that hear, that come of the devil, and taketh away the word out of their hearts, lest they should believe and be saved." So you have certain men in this thing, you know, and they cast it away, you know, supplanted by the wiles, the devices of the devil. All right, you know, they in this truth, you know, and they stop watering that plant, all right, to keep it to grow. All right, you know, they lost their faith, and the Lord said to have faith as a mustard seed. All right, so whatever faith they had, they lost it because why? They weren't watching for the signs of the times. All right, things happening every day. All right, you know, but hey, man, things ain't happening fast enough on their accord. So what they do? They like, man, they seeing people in the world, you know, looking like they made it, or they got that new car, that new job. All right, and they got a woman in their ear telling you, oh, why you give up your life? Why you forsake your life for this? Like, man, all this bullshit. All right, and a lot of people they fall for them tactics, man. All right, but yeah, let me see the verse 15, because it says, "But that on the ground, Slakia, but that, oh, it is all right. But that on the good ground are they which in an honest and good heart, having heard the word, keep it and bring forth fruit with patience." So you know we're on that good ground, that good soil. All right, you know, so by us being honest and good hearted, you know, in a good spirit, in the right spirit, to understand this truth and not get emotional, get effeminate, and be like, oh, why this happening? No, you know, trying to be politically correct with the scriptures, what you cannot do. All right, you know, we're accept this truth for what it is. You know, there's no denying fact. All right, and we keep it and we bring forth fruit with patience. You got to have patience to bring forth good fruit. You can't go for that quick, easy fruit, that fruit that's not right. And that's what a lot of these camps go astray. They go by the numbers and not by the true faithful servants. You know, so
yeah. I was gonna select it, but I was gonna say, for instance, take the apostles, man. You know, Elder Apostle Hart has been in the truth since the late '80s, man. You know, and they had the school. They had a lot of people come in and fall out. You know, and say, if this is, I know it's crossed their mind. If this is true, you know, where all the fruit at? But hey, reading scriptures like that, you got to be patient. And then what happened when they jumped on the scene on YouTube in 2007? Ever since then, it's taken off, and this went worldwide, like the brother mentioned earlier, man. You know, that's a living testimony of that patience, man. You know, but I just want to back you up on that, bro. But yeah, I got a precept to back up what you said in the verse before that, real quick. This is Second Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 3. It says, if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, in whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Mashiach, who is the image of the Most High, should shine unto them. You know, so just backing that up, man. Hey, the God of this world, that's Esau Edom, man. You know, they you know, with their philosophies and you know the so-called goodies, like the scripture say, you know, a gift destroys the heart, you know, and all these different things that Esau allowed everything to be back open, you know, so ain't nobody worried about, oh, we ain't going back in the lockdown, you know. And right when you least expect it, man, it's probably gonna be the worst lockdown ever coming up soon, man. Just because everybody believes, because they just announced like an hour ago, I believe in Ireland, they're about to lift all restrictions. In the UK, they're about to lift all restrictions again. You know, so I'm pretty sure they're like, oh, you know, well, we ain't going to lockdown, but hey, we might not have to. It might be something else that's worse. You know, to where ain't nobody going to work, ain't nobody, hey, all that's out the window. Your regular life, so-called regular life, is done. You know, especially if like something like an EMP or something happens, man.
And there's been a lot of hacking going on. You know, so yeah, you know, like what you said earlier, it could be a big blackout, and they blame it on Russia or something like that.
Yep. You know? And then I was thinking about that movie No Remorse with Michael B. Jordan in it, a movie which I want to go back and rewatch that movie tonight or something. All right, because basically what it was, you know, they had, you know, some special operations, and they were dealing with something in the Middle East, but it was like a false flag or something, and they made them go attack Russians. All right, which, you know, basically the Russians got set up, but they did it to justify them going to war with Russia. which I thought that was interesting because they weren't even talking about war with Russia at the time. But now you see that that's going on. I might, you have to look at that movie to see what they got going on. But Esau, hey, like they say, art imitates life. Best believe they don't be making these movies, just off a whim, so to speak. A lot of this, that's how they prophesy by way of these movies and TV shows. They're telling you what they about to do, and you think it's just you count it off as entertainment, so you're not even considering. But they're telling you what they're doing. Best believe they got some shit. They got some shit in the background. Just like they had them CIA operatives over in Kazakhstan, man, stirring shit up. They try to say it was the protesters. It wasn't the protesters. These were paid operatives, man. that shit got exposed. So best believe, it's stuff brewing, to where, hey, but at the end of the day, prophecy is popping off, man. The Lord is bringing these things to pass.
Mm-hmm.
You got something?
That's right.
I got something else too.
Yeah. I got Revelation 12 and 12.
God, yeah.
All right. And it reads, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time.
Mm-hmm.
No?
Yeah, so it said, rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. As we see this place go down, we got to be in that spirit of rejoicing, man. Not that spirit of what the world gonna be in, lamenting and mourning. They getting ready to mourn because they can't, like that video Jonathan said, when them Amazon workers got fired, you got the bitch crying and shit. If you in that spirit when all hell break loose, you ain't a man of the Lord, man. You crying, oh man, I'm gonna pay my bills. You in that down spirit, man. You ain't got no faith and you ain't gonna make it, man. We supposed to rejoice when we see, the articles coming out about the stock market crashing, about, a lot of people not going in to work, shortages on food and, the Karagma and what's happening, with Russia, and the Ukraine and, everything that the world would look at as, oh man, I don't want this to happen. We supposed to rejoice in that, man. Because all of these things got to take place, all right, before the kingdom comes, man. Before Yahweh Shah returns, we got to go through all of this. And it said the devil has come down to you having great wrath because he know that he have but a short time, man. Esau know that he's on his last leg. That's why this man is like Dabu 7 always say in his videos, it's all done by design. It's all done by design. You can't see it's done, but he telling the truth though. This is something it's articles coming out of Bill Gates saying in like 2007 of a a thingy to cut down the world's population and a lot of motherfuckers that took the thingy dropping dead. Like that video earlier where it was showing all these different athletes, basketball players, just dropping dead of heart attacks, man.
Yeah.
You seen that?
Yeah. Which would be funny for the damn those that say it is something like a zombie outbreak or some shit, and these motherfuckers gotta run. You been running and shit, running and running. You might fuck around and have a heart attack from running and shit, man. From the physical exercise, man.
Yeah, and they just cut on these towers, man.
Right.
And those frequencies is gonna start affecting people. I remember when they was building them.
Right.
You had dudes that was building them doing videos saying like, man, this is gonna cause miscarriages at a high level. This is gonna cause cancer, brain tumors,
radiation poisoning.
Yeah, so we gonna see the effects of that soon, man. Of those frequencies from these towers, we're going to see those start affecting people. And the reason why they activated them is because they getting ready to push this Karagma, man. And that has to link up with something that can, handle, it pretty much has to have, 5G, man. However it's going to work. Because 4G is too slow. 5G is 100 times faster than 4G. So, this man is coming with it, man, because he know that he's on his last leg. They're seeing the chariots all the time. That's why they came up with the Space Force. How you come up with a Space Force, but you ain't in space, though? You ain't got, soldiers in outer space and some kind of, you know, jets that could go into space, but you got a Space Force.
Right. Best believe
They even got a flag for it.
Yeah, and all the other branches of government, they, whether it be the Navy, the Air, they doing whatever they supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
They everywhere. But yeah, that makes sense. But you got a Space Force, but y'all ain't in space. That show you, man. They lying.
So Esau ain't got it like he think he got it, man.
Right.
They throwing more satellites up there. Like they launched the James Webb telescope. They launching more shit out there, but that ain't gonna do shit. This man, when he go out, the whole world gonna see it, man. And it's gonna be a big humiliation the way you devils going out. It ain't even gonna be a fight. This man gonna use everything he got, and it's gonna be like Lego toys, man. Like I remember Apostle Tar used the analogy. It's gonna be like Mike Tyson versus a baby. That's how it's gonna be, man. Like Mike Tyson versus an ant. You put him versus an ant in the boxing ring. That's a little ant. That's how it's gonna be, But yeah, Esau, he know he done, man. That's why he about to say, fuck it. We gotta get rid of these guys. If we get rid of them, who he gonna come save? That's the mentality these devils got, man. We can get rid of all these Israelites, especially the ones that was teaching. Then how he gonna gather his elect? It's written he gonna gather his elect. How he gonna gather them if we kill them all? These are the type of meetings these devils is having, and you niggas, you over here talking about, bringing out all these crazy doctrines, and you don't even know that this man is planning on getting you, man. This man has dreams and thoughts about torturing us, man, killing us. He's mad that we got this truth, man. It's some Edomite behind the scenes that he probably got pictures of brothers that he throw darts at, man. I can't wait till we get these guys, man.
Fucking voodoo dolls and shit. They be trying to prick at them and shit,
Yeah, you already know they be, trying to, send demons at us. Like the scripture say, we battle, against spiritual wickedness in high places. This man on the left hand side, when he's doing his rituals and shit, best believe he's throwing curses at us, man, on the left hand side. But like Yahweh Shah said, he establishes his church, when he was talking to Peter. He said, because Peter means rock, he said, upon this rock will I establish my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. So Esau, he's been trying, man, but he can't prevail. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that was it on it. Or you had something else?
Yeah, it's all like that.
I got one more. This is Romans chapter 13 and verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
Yeah. Our salvation is nearer than when we believe, man. Because now we in the time of prophecy fully playing out, man. We read about it. We show articles, but we in that time where it's gonna be in your face, man. And we're gonna literally see everything we've been pushing on the highways and byways through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. Everything we've been bringing out according to the scriptures, we're gonna see it all manifest, man. Real soon. This could be the year we get delivered. Lord willing, man. And around this time next year, we in the kingdom, beating on Esau, beating on these heathens, man. Living it up. That's how close we are, man. So, you said, was that your last precept?
Kind of, yeah.
Kind, Lord willing, this was edifying and exhorting. And with that, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, and Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.
Shalom.
144. It's at 144 right now. Bro, what the hell is all these? You see these shits? It's like Vogue.
Montez shared the live stream too.
I made brothers, I gave them the wrench. I'm gonna have to have brothers block these niggas.
Oh, you gave out mine?
You into the brother?
Yeah,